Okay, so I've seen a lot of videos where people talk about how fast fashion is like bad for the economy, and I actually disagree. Um, it's not that it's necessarily bad for the economy. I just feel like people are doing it wrong, and I want to offer some advice so your clothes can last a little bit longer, so you don't have to keep giving these people your money. So, number one, a garment can only last as long as the fabric lasts. Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind. It is probably a little bit better for you to go inside the store so you can feel the clothes and everything. Like really cheap, really thin clothes. Like, I mean, leggings. Leggings are not going to last like super long or whatever, but you can get a longer lifespan out of them if you go about it the right way. So when you're buying clothes, the best thing, especially when you're online, the best thing that you should do is go straight to the company, to the website, but like go to the size chart. If you don't have one, you need to get one. One of these babies. Because you need to take your bust, waist, and hip measurements because you want to make sure you're going to be able to fit the clothes. Because if the clothes are too small, then you're going to be running into an issue where like the fabric was already cheap to begin with, right? So like when you buy the clothes that are too small or whatever, the fabric is really like screaming for their dear life, basically. Like it's overstretched, and when you overstretch the clothes, like it's gonna give out easily. What I mean by giving out easily is basically giving it a higher chance for you to get like a hole in it, for the fabric to just like, stretch out completely, and your clothes are not gonna last as long. I know a lot of times, well, we really live in this world where like everything is like stretch, and just because you can fit into it doesn't mean you can actually fit into it. When you take your measurements and you pay attention to like your waist and hips when you buy leggings and stuff like that. Like for me personally, my hips are like a 40, 48 or 49, something like that. So usually I fall in like the extra large to 2X bracket because of the size of my hips or whatever. And I will buy my leggings in those larger sizes because I know that it's not going to overstretch the print out. Because if you notice, when you buy stuff that's too small, that's exactly what happens. So first things first, as soon as you start buying clothes like in your correct size, you can actually start that journey into letting your clothes like last as long as they actually should. Another thing you guys really need to learn how to do, and you probably don't want to hear this from me, you need to learn how to sew. You need to learn how to sew. Y'all be getting rid of clothes because of the craziest reasons. Oh, I got a split on the seam. Oh, I got this little hole. Like, learn how to sew, baby. Like, I know you're not gonna, if you don't want to, you don't have to learn how to like put clothes together, but learn how to do basic stuff. Learn how to sew a button on. Learn how to sew like a whole clothes. Learn how to do like little stuff like that, because like y'all will throw y'all stuff away for the craziest reasons, and that is what is terrible for the environment. It is not necessarily people going out and spending money to buy new clothes. It's the fact that y'all have to buy them so often for the craziest reasons. Another thing, people have got to start reading the damn instruction labels, the care labels on the clothes that you're buying. Your graphic t-shirts are gonna thank you, okay? They're gonna thank you so much because you guys gotta start paying attention to what the manufacturer is telling you, because if you read those instructions, that's another thing that's gonna help your clothes last a lot longer. A lot of things that, like with the clothes that I make, whenever I wash fleece items, for instance, like when I made my onesie pajamas or whatever, my girls, their onesie pajamas is made with the fleece material too. For me, I don't like putting fleece in the dryer, okay? You really shouldn't put, like polyester fibers and stuff like that in the dryer. Like, it'll melt it. It'll melt it. Now, you may get away with it. You may get away with it. But to me, I just feel like it's probably best. Certain stuff you need to just let hang dry, okay? And it's okay. Pay attention if it says don't wash it in hot water. Hot water, like, will absolutely, like, pull a lot of, like, dyes and stuff out. Another thing with hot water, if you think your clothes are shrinking, they are. They absolutely are. Hot water will absolutely shrink your clothes, and it will definitely pull out when your stuff starts looking a little dingy and all that stuff. It would absolutely pull that color out of your clothes. You just want to make sure you're following those instructions. And if a clothing item can't be dried, it definitely can't be washed in hot water either. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So whenever you're washing sometimes, and then like certain specific items, like lingerie items, like stockings and stuff like that, when you're putting those in the washer, it's okay to put stuff on delicate cycles. Like, everybody just make sure you're doing that too. Like, don't just throw everything in the load and wash it all together. Like, use garment bags, because with those delicate stockings, they can get wrapped around your agitator. I don't know if everybody has agitator. I have agitator in my washer, but I'm just saying, like, it could get wrapped around there. You mess up yourself. You don't have to worry about that. But they have those things in place for us to help take care of our clothes. We could definitely save the world by doing those things, because we all know we're not Queen Onika. We're not Beyonce. We can't buy custom clothes every day. Okay, I understand that. So fast fashion is here for people who cannot afford that stuff. You could buy custom for like events and stuff like that, but like, everyday clothes, definitely. But taking these tips that I've given you, obviously, it'll help you kind of get to last longer. That's all. So you can like and follow for more tips on how to help save the world today by not just giving these people all your money. Okay, we're trying to sustain and just buy stuff that we need, absolutely need. We're not splurging on these companies no more, because we see how they feel about us, okay?